Right, Lee. So, wanted to bring you down here today. You're an existing client of Lux. You've had the SMP treatment. We are sitting in our consultation room. Just wanted to pick your brains on the process, how you felt after having the treatment, how you felt before you had the treatment, you know, and what the treatment has ultimately done for you. So, what made you want to get this procedure done in the first place?
I think it's hard to explain to anyone that hasn't lost their hair how it feels. Because everyone always says, "Oh, why do you want to get something done?" But it does knock your confidence massively, and it's something that you look in the mirror every day, and it progressively gets worse as well. And then all of a sudden, it gets to a point where you haven't got a choice. You've got to take all your hair off, which is a big step. I mean, it changes your image completely. Obviously, with getting SMP, it gives you that confidence back because you've got the hairline. It looks like you've made the decision to shave your head rather than doing it through.
Of course. And I suppose what a lot of people. I mean, I don't know what it was like for you, but what a lot of my clients struggle with getting over the line to actually have the treatment done is like, I'm a geezer. You know, I'm not having this done. You know, it's a cosmetic procedure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, was there an air of that with you, and what would you say to those people?
A little bit, yeah. Obviously, you get a lot of stick from your mates when you say that you're going to have stuff like this done. But ultimately, once you've made that step, it's amazing.
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't.
And what I've found, obviously, I've had the procedure done myself. You get a bit of stick, but once they see you after having the procedure,
100%, yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I didn't realise it looked like that.
Do you know what? I've had one person that said to me, "Have you got SMP on your head?" And that's because he had it done as well. Like that's the only person that's ever realised that I've got it done. Everyone else, like I go into clients' houses,
just assume you've got a full head shape.
Unless I point it out to people and just say like, have a look. They have to be like inches away from my head to even realise it's there. So it is really good.
Yeah, brilliant. So obviously, let's talk about hats. I mean,
I lived in hats for about 3 years. Yeah, I've probably got one of the biggest hat collections going about. Since then, since I've had it done, I don't really wear hats at all. It's just a confidence boost. Again, putting a hat on, it hides the fact that you're losing your hair and you sort of become a hatfish, don't you?
Yeah, well, a hatfish, exactly that. Yeah. So it's nice for you to finally hang the hat up.
Exactly that, mate. Yeah.
Unless you are actually using it as an accessory.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Lee, in terms of like the procedure itself, you had 3 sessions, didn't you?
Yeah.
The first session, I mean, was you nervous coming in to have it done?
Yeah, I was.
What was your reservations when you first walked into the clinic?
Obviously, anything that you're going to do, you'd sort of have a read up, and you look at pictures online, and I mean, it's hard to tell from a picture online what it's going to look like in real life. So obviously, there's that. You've got a little bit of worry about that. The fact that you're essentially having your head tattooed, do you know what I mean? It's a very daunting thing.
It's a big thing,
because tattoos are painful.
And it is effectively on your face as well.
Exactly that,
It's framing your face, so it's a very big thing.
But I mean, as soon as you started doing it, you realise that it's nowhere near as painful as a normal tattoo.
And that's correct.
You walk out, there's a little bit of burning, but that's to be expected. Like, something like this you're going to have
no matter how big or small the needle, if you've got a needle firing into your head, slightly, you know, you're going to walk out.
But it's not unbearable at all. Like it feels like very slight sunburn.
Yeah.
And then you wake up the next day, wouldn't even know you've ever had anything done. Yeah.
And that is one of the good things about this procedure, you know, comparable against hair transplants.
Yeah.
There is no downtime, is there? You can literally get on with your life.
That's it. Yeah.
One of
my mates had a hair transplant done. He looked like the Elephant Man for about a week.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So you've got to lock yourself away for a week. And personally, I don't think they look as good as what this does.
So I mean, Lee, we spoke a little bit about hair transplants and, you know, the density against, you know, comparing SMP to hair transplants, but there's also the affordability factor. I mean, how was that? You know, in terms of
It's-
affordability to you.
It is affordable. A hair transplant, unless you're earning a hell of a lot of money a year, a hair transplant is something that a lot of people are going to finance. A lot of people don't have sort of £6-7 grand sitting about.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go abroad. It's still £4,000, and then I mean, you've got to go, especially at the moment. Do you know what I mean? It's a nightmare getting out of the country.
So, I can safely say, how much was your treatment?
1,200. Yeah,
1,200. So that was a £1,200 well spent from you.
100%. Yeah, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
100%.
We spoke about your first session and coming in, the anticipation and that, but so I mean, how can you remember how you felt walking away after the first session?
I looked in the mirror and I just thought, I wasn't expecting it after the first session.
Yeah.
When you said 3 sessions, I was thinking, right, the first session, I'm not really going to notice much difference, and then it'll probably be the second and the third that does it. But it's literally after the first session, looking at I remember you showing me in the mirror, and just thinking like, wow.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe.
What about your second session and how was?
It's hard to think that it's going to get any denser, but like every session, the second session, it thickens up, and you sort of looking around, and you're thinking, I actually look like I've got a full head of hair.
The results. Yeah. You don't feel like you can better the results each time.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought after the first session. I thought surely it's not going to look much better than this. Maybe he's just going to fill some patches in, but it just progressively. Second and third session, it's just got so much better.
Exactly. Well, this is a process of layering, So and that is what we sort of try. We try and manage expectations with clients, and the first session it's just a base layer. However, you do get instant results even after the first session, and then obviously you come in for your third and final session, and it just takes off again, doesn't it? Shapes up again. Yeah. Okay. Aftercare, Lee. So the aftercare process, it's not hard, is it? I mean, look, 4 days, you don't go gym, you don't go do no 5k runs. I don't know how many you've done of them recently.
Not many.
So what we're asking for, no excessive sweating. Don't get too much water on it. Keep it out of the shower and the bath if you jump in the bath, and don't cut it for 4 days. Cleaning it with a wet wipe. How was that for you?
It's not. I mean, if you shower every day, all you've got to do is take a shower head off and not get it on your head. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's with a normal tattoo. Like
it was manageable, was it?
Yeah, it's manageable. Yeah, like if you've had tattoos, it's nowhere near as bad. The aftercare is nowhere near as bad as a normal tattoo.
Yeah. I mean, and that is because we're going in less than half the depth of a normal tattoo. Our treatment is not, the SNP treatment is not scabbing up like a normal tattoo. With a normal tattoo, you apply cream to it. 3 times with this, you don't do anything to it, and that is the sort of beauty of it. You just don't do nothing for 4 days.
Yeah, nice.
And then after 4 days, life is normal.
Life's back to normal.
Yeah. Okay, so Lee, thanks for coming in today and having a chat with us. I'm sure whoever's watching, you've provided some sort of helpful information for people who are looking into this treatment and who are about to get it done. And people who are just looking for a bit of knowledge on it. You provided a lovely bit of background. Lee, what would you say to people who were in your position before you decided to embark on this SNP adventure? What would you say to them? What would be your advice?
100%. Just forget about any doubt in your mind. Completely forget about it. Go and have the consultation, and I can 100% guarantee as soon as you walk out after that first session, confidence restored, and you just feel like a brand new person.
Yeah. So what you're saying is trust the process, trust your practitioner. All the way, and just that's it. Effectively, just trust the process.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Lee, thanks for coming in and talking to us today. Hopefully you've shed a lot of light to people who are watching, who are after information, and I might give them that little push they may need, to go over the line in terms of getting it done. If you are looking to have this treatment done and do require any other information or want to book a consultation with us, come on down to our lovely little boutique consultation room. The clinic is just upstairs where you can have a little walk around. You can contact us via any of our web platforms, Instagram, Lux SNP, Facebook is Lux SNP Clinic, and you've got our website with all the info on. www.luxsmpclinic.co.uk. Thank you very much.